Let's talk, Dr. Marshall, about growth hormone deficiency.
Growth hormone, of course, will decline as you get older. But one of the reasons that many people have low levels is the body is protecting itself. We're in a state of low adrenal capacity. We have low thyroid. We have low pituitary output. Of course, the body is not going to make growth hormone. What would it do with it? And if you do take it, like inject it or otherwise, it will definitely help short term, but I am thoroughly convinced long term it's going to be a disaster. The body needs to have these foundational systems working. One of my favorite ways to help manage stress, to help the adrenals, but also help pituitary, and even indirectly help human growth hormone, are adaptogenic herbs like Merrill root, like Rhodiola, like Ginseng. This is where these guys really shine. In the case of the adrenals, probably the finest nutrient is a mushroom called Cordyceps Sinensis, which actually has tyrosinases, so it's quite an exotic little fermented mushroom. And I do believe that you can get combinations, like at QN Labs you can get Adaptogen, which would have 4 of these herbs all together. If you needed even more, there's a fermented ginseng available now, which is a giant step over regular ginseng in that everyone can use it, whereas the old ginseng, you had to have certain enzymes in your intestine in order to be able to use regular ginseng. Fermented, and it works with everything. It doesn't clash with the other adaptogens, whereas conventional ginseng can clash with the other adaptogens. So this is something you can do practical, you can feel the difference, and instead of a cup of coffee, you take something like this and some B vitamins, and over time you'll get more of a kick than you would from the bad guys.
And what are some of the symptoms people would notice with a growth hormone deficiency?
Daytime fatigue. This can also be from the liver, but daytime fatigue, but especially fatigue after exercise, almost an inordinate fatigue after exercise. These are classic symptoms, but I would say generally the whole body is slower. You can't do as much work, you can't concentrate well, because there's a overall low hormone activity level in the body.
And the bad advice people are being given, what are some of those?
Well, they're being told to take growth hormone, and they're also being told to take injectable testosterone to give you more explosive energy and perhaps help your sex life. We know for a fact that if you take injectable testosterone, your testicles will atrophy. Now, it shouldn't take a PhD in biochemistry to know that this long-term is a disaster. What we need to do is give the body the nutrients that would promote production of the hormones. So, for example, for pituitary, for adrenal, for growth hormone, things like the adaptogenic herbs. For testosterone, things like ginseng, maca root, maybe epimedium, things that have been shown to help promote natural production of testosterone. This is the way that we can work kind of in harmony with the body. And once you stop these foods that are so deleterious, like white flour and white sugar, and you start cooking your food less, don't cook anything over the boiling point, you're going to have much better nutrition from the food, and chances are you can outperform any of these steps that I feel are interfering with the body's natural ecology, its normal balance.